Well, I didn't think I'd be doing a video today, but today is Thursday, August 31st, 2023. Laying over at the Denver airport. I had a flight from Cleveland this morning at 5:30 a.m. and originally it was supposed to be a 4-hour layover here to get to Salt Lake. But then early in the morning, even before I left Cleveland, but only like 30 minutes before I left Cleveland, I got an email saying that the flight from Denver to Salt Lake was delayed by 7.5 hours, meaning it's going to be an 11-hour layover. So, to semi-complicate things even more, yesterday when I checked in on Frontier on the mobile app, it only showed the first leg of my boarding pass. It didn't show my boarding pass from Denver to Salt Lake. So I was messaging customer support, and they were telling me, it should be okay. Just when you get to the airport, talk to a gate agent or talk to an agent. So after I arrived in Denver, I waited in line, and there's probably like 8 customers ahead of me, but it was like an hour and a half wait. And I got up there, and basically it was just to print my boarding pass, because if I want to go to downtown Denver, which I might do since it's a much longer layover now, and do a little video or exploring down there for a couple hours, I need my boarding pass to be able to check back in with TSA later on. I've done plenty of videos in the past showing off Concourse A at the Denver airport. I have noticed some new things, not in this area, but throughout the airport. They're doing like phased upgrades, and then over there is that sleeping area I've talked about before. It's not nighttime, so if you wanted to, you could probably get in a quick spot to actually sleep there. But I'm gonna sit down for a second and eat early morning pizza. Not the healthiest thing, but figured I'd eat something before I ventured out. For the long inconvenience, Frontier's issuing just a $10 meal voucher. Good thing I just remembered, because I was about to purchase a $10 pass to take the train to downtown Denver. It would be an all-day pass. But then I was thinking, like, wait a minute. Last year when I had a layover in Denver, I felt like in the month of August they did a free fare month. So I was like, let me Google and see if they were doing that again. And sure enough, the Google results say every bus, every train will be free to ride in the Denver area July and August. And just my luck, today is August 31st, the last day of August, so I just made the free fare in time. I'm starting to walk to exit the concourse, go to the terminal, and then get to the train station. Now, for like the last year or two, when I've gone to the terminal at the Denver airport, they've been doing a boatload of construction. I expect it to be the same right now, but we'll see if that changes. See someone skateboarding. Not sure if I've ever seen that, someone skateboarding by. They always have these exhibits right here that they rotate as you're exiting. Looks like they've got Colorado summer competitions. The one year I did it near November, they had a lot of winter themes going on. Let's see here. Still definitely some construction up here. They even have this area blocked off, so maybe the construction's phased. Oh, they got TSA. Yeah, still a lot of construction going on. Yeah, the whole thing looks like it's still under works. Even that section's closed off. It's a vast remodeling. Coming 2024, new access from future level 6 security checkpoints to the train to the gates. Interesting. We'll see how that works out. What was I going to say? Oh, there used to be a lot of unique artwork throughout this thing and some mystique and mystery behind it. But with all the construction, I think they've taken down most of the artwork, except up by the very front. where the big American flag is. I think on both sides they still have those murals up on the wall. This area going toward the front in the terminal, they at least have some places still open. Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. Oh, they've got my favorite bear here. He's dressed like a airline pilot. Hudson News Subway. And that's why I point out the big American flag. Anytime you see that, you know you're getting right next to the train station. And an example of one of the murals I was talking about. I did a whole video dedicated to murals a couple years ago. But there's this one, and there's still a mural on the complete opposite side. I don't want to show that direction because you're not supposed to film like TSA lines. But if you want to get to the train, you go through these doors. The next one should be coming at 9:57. It's 9:48 right now. Oh, forgot it's warm out here. In Cleveland this morning, it was 60 degrees. Yeah, I neglected to check the weather in Denver before I ventured out toward downtown now. You can see it's going to get up to low 90s, mid 90s later on. Although I'll probably only be down there for 2 to 3 hours before heading back. And then right up ahead here, when we get to the bottom, you're going to see the train stations. So it's always nice when you have cities that have the train right up against the airport. And then over there is the Westin Hotel. So there's one hotel, I think that's the only one that's directly connected to the airport. And then here's what I was talking about. Zero fare for better air. July and August 2023, Clean Air Initiative, no fare required. That works perfect for me, right? Because, I wouldn't have done this venture out to downtown Denver if it hadn't been for that delay. It gives me an opportunity to do a video. I haven't planned what I'm going to do yet, but I have an idea. I might go toward the Colorado Rockies Stadium, and I don't know if that's west or whatever direction that is, because I haven't really covered that area too much before. But yeah, if you can don't have to spend more than you initially intended, meaning these are free, that sounds good to me. Now you have to decide which one is departing first. You got this one over here saying A-line headed toward Union Station. That one still says Denver Airport, so odds are this one's going to depart first. We'll go up toward the front of the train. One thing I haven't noticed before about the Denver train, despite taking it before, they have luggage racks up on the side, which is pretty nice if you have a lot of travelers coming from the airport. And we are just departing right now. One thing about this Denver train ride to downtown, it is not very scenic at all. It's pretty much like open field, and yeah, it's not really much to show. That's why I probably won't be showing much of it. I'll just skip forward until I get to downtown. At least that view gives you a long perspective shot of the airport.
This is Union Station, our final destination. All passengers.
Exiting at Union Station. You can see the train gets off here. That's where most of the people are getting off the train. I decided that I'm probably going to go to the Arts District. That's that area. I'm calling it west. It may not actually be west, but that way of the Coors Field where the Colorado Rockies play. There's supposed to be a bunch of murals around, so hopefully we can discover a good amount of them in there. We got the inside of Union Station. Trying to think, this might be my first time ever being in Denver during the summer. Got the fountains on over there. Yeah, haven't seen the fountains before. That very reminiscent of Public Square. Well, what I'm going to try to do is I want to do one dedicated like walking tour video of this river north, kind of starting from here and going that direction. So I will try to splice in clips related to the vlog too, like I've done in the past. We'll see how it goes. May have to take this jacket off because it's probably up near 90 already. See, we're passing by Coors Field, home of the Colorado Rockies, on our way to the River North Arts District. This Arts District is the shortened name for the Arts District is RiNo, R-I-N-O. So I will try to showcase as many murals as I can. Well, as many in the full video, and then I'll show a few in this video. Nice that they have Coors Field over here near first base. I didn't know they had this signage because when I walked over there in the past, I was right underneath it, so you don't see this perspective. Would have been nice to see a Colorado Rockies game. All the times I've laid over in Denver, there's never been like a baseball, basketball, or football game going on at that time. It's like I just missed it. And just like the Rockies right now, they're actually our home. They played last night, but they have an off day today, and then they play again tomorrow. So, oh well. We're getting there. I have to walk about 5 blocks in order to get to that Arts District with all the murals. And here's an example of one of the murals that you can see here. Very artistic. And this is just down an alleyway. All these talented artists. Get a load of this cool one. All the detail in it and the action. Love the detail on this one here. If I zoom in for a bit. Get a load of the Radio Shack. Well, not an actual Radio Shack, but made to look like one, but a futuristic one taken over by some creatures. Yeah, be sure to check out my full video on the artwork because I'm showing more detail. You can see like even this parking lot off of this alley has artwork all around. So that alleyway contained a good portion of the artwork that was consolidated in the one area or gathered in the one area. There's a lot more in the neighborhood, but you have to do like further walking distances to get from one mural to the next. Mural of Justice. So it's worth pointing out that as I keep going further and further checking out this artwork, it's still the Rhino district, but you can clearly see that we are well out of the downtown area. I don't know what they officially consider the borders of downtown, but you know, you feel like you're more in a neighborhood, not downtown. Another mural there. I'm back to where I started at Layover near 27th earlier. I see Redeemer Pizza over there. I wonder if that's one of the places I've researched in the past regarding pizza places. Somewhere over here, by the way, I see something there that says Denver Central Market. I wonder, I gotta Google that and see what's in there. But there's supposed to be an ice cream place here. Maybe the ice cream place is in the Central Market. Yeah, from looking online, I think this is actually a market with a bunch of places inside, including that ice cream shop I was hunting for. Oh, so that's pretty neat. Got the vibes of Liberty Public Market that I like in San Diego. I'm still not hungry for lunch though, despite all this good Italian food. I finally took the sweltering jacket off and I got brown butter pecan. I asked them like what was the closest to vanilla. We speculated maybe this. Yep, you just order up there. They got all the flavors. Nice little seating area. Everything else is busy for like the lunchtime food. Ice cream, there was no line for it. And then I instantly got an email saying your food voucher has been redeemed. $6.08 out of the 10. Remaining balance $3.92. Well, that ice cream was good. Probably 2 scoops is probably too much for my filling right now. But I feel refreshed. Actually, after I ate the first scoop of ice cream, I was like, shoot, you know what? I better drink water. I haven't drank water like the past 2 hours that I've been out in this hot weather. So I drank like a big gulp of water and then finished the ice cream. This is back to that cool spot where the mural was. Murals were earlier. Just grabbed some water from Whole Foods Market. We got music in the garden across from there, and then across the street you have the other way you can get to Union Station. You have to cross the street and take that pavilion underground. So yeah, you can take this pavilion to get to the other side and get to Amtrak, to get to the train, or you can take it down. I believe Amtrak connects down here, and some of the local buses also go down here. Yeah, you can see like the Amtrak. Where's that Greyhound? Yeah, that's Greyhound, the logo. So Greyhound is down here. And you just keep on walking and take the stairs up to get to the train that we initially got off of from the airport. So I'm going to be going back to the airport even though it's only 1:22 right now. So I'll get back to the airport around 2:15, which is still 4 hours before my flight leaves, but it's kind of too hot to really luxuriate outside and find other activities to do. Might as well cut out the stress of the airport. Back onto the train we go. See, you can get a nice shot. Off the train now, but going back to the airport. Something I realized when I was checking my emails on the train. So that food voucher from earlier, it was a $10 food voucher. They had sent me a $10 voucher, and then 1 minute later, a second email that was identical. I just assumed like, oh, it's a accidental duplicate email. But then I was thinking on the train on the way back here, I was like, I wonder if by chance maybe the second email is actually like a second $10 voucher. And I clicked it, and it redeemed it as if it is another $10 voucher. So I might grab something else to eat here at the airport because I would have a balance of about $13 left if you combine both of them. Well, let's see if my flight to Salt Lake is still showing the same thing. Salt Lake City, 5:71, delayed 6:28 p.m. Same thing. Gate A32, which is down that way. So I forgot to mention this story, but in the past I've talked about how I did a free trial of Clear, and then once the free trial was about to end, I was going to cancel my membership because otherwise they would charge you for the full year. And when I went to cancel, they offered me like a 1-month extension, so I did that. But then after that, I canceled, and it's been canceled for months. But a few weeks ago, they offered me via email, said, "Oh, reactivate now for 2 months free." And then again, you could, if you wanted to, you could cancel after that. So I activated it yesterday, and I just took advantage of it here. So I just got to skip that long. I mean, granted, I don't think it would have been super, super long if I would have gone through the normal line, but I just reactivated it and was, boom, right up to the part where you check your bags, take your shoes off and all that. It only took me like 2-3 minutes to get to that point. So big time saver. We got 4 hours until my plane is going to leave, but I do have some work I need to catch up on. So I'll pull out the laptop and start doing that for a bit. Well, I'm going to try to redeem some of my credit for Dunkin' Donuts snack food. Well, I'm taking advantage of my food vouchers. It was actually 2 $10 food vouchers. So I have my McDonald's fries, and then there's a cheeseburger buried under there somewhere. And I still have $3.21 left if I want to get something else later on. Well, after a long delay, we're finally getting ready to take off. Well, I mean, we're boarding. So I started the day thinking I was going to be in Salt Lake around noon and maybe make some spontaneous video down here. And that's how travel things can change, because I ended up spending several hours in Denver instead, and now I'm just getting to Salt Lake after 8 o'clock p.m. Not going to do any video here today, except this one I'm shooting right now as the capping off of today's vlog. So if you enjoy this vlog and the little stories associated with it, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. One quick bonus thing to add. Late last night, Frontier also emailed me a $75 voucher for future usage toward a flight, so that also helps make up for the long delay.